This is Kathy Hand. I'm the Project Citizen State Coordinator. And in Project Citizen, it doesn't always come after the academic learning, but I think it's best after the academic learning. So I would hope that you would have academic learning in the 5th grade with the We the People, the Citizen, and the Constitution textbook, and then do Project Citizen afterward. Project Citizen, the toughest part of Project Citizen for you as a teacher is to teach what a public policy is. In our state, I have chosen to do a public policy at the lowest form possible. You and I both know that public policy is a graduate. I mean, you can get a degree at the university in public policy. But what we want to do is we want to teach kids at the very lowest level we can. So if your tax dollar is needed to fund a public policy, then it's a public policy. You need a person to vote on it. City council, school board member, lots of kids change the school lunch. That goes before the school board, and oh what? Guess what? That's a public policy. I have so many, because these kids bring their portfolios to the state showcase, I have so many great stories on Project Citizen. One of my very favorites was mosquito storm, and it was early on. Mosquito larvae can lay dormant for 70 years. And then if they have a flood, they'll hatch. And that's what happened in Touchy. And the kids came to the state showcase with great big welts on their cheeks. And they said, this is a mosquito bite. And what we learned was that the school district was spraying the ground, but they were spraying it with a chemical that was toxic to humans. They can't spray our playgrounds with toxic chemicals. That's wrong. They wanted to change this. They looked at putting fish who were sensitive to chemicals in the ponds. So if somebody sprayed with the wrong stuff, the fish would go belly up. The guy at the Grange says, yeah, well, you kids live in the city. It only cost your folks $15 a year for a mosquito control board to do this. I have 500 acres. It's going to cost me a lot of money. Oh, the teacher thought, oh, I live in this city, and this is a city of 350 people, including kids. And so this is not a good thing for this teacher. And so she had them pick 3 projects that they would do, any one of the 3. Then she taught them how to write a cold call. And they wrote out the issue. They talked about the 3 projects they wanted. And then they asked the person they talked to in their community to vote on it. They found out to have a mosquito control board, you had to have an election. Well, that was a small town, so they just went right out and they gathered the signatures to put it on the ballot. It passed the ballot, and they had a mosquito control board, and the governor appointed board members. And one of the kids said to the teacher, this isn't fair. She says, what's the matter? Well, I think this was our idea. We should be on that mosquito control board. But you have to be 18 years of age to do that, and you're only in the 7th grade. They get a mosquito control board, and this is where you know this program works. The next year, this kid's in the 8th grade, and he calls up one of the mosquito control board commissioners, and he said, you know, we're coming up to the mosquito season, and I want to know what you're doing to control the mosquitoes this year. And the commissioner says, did your teacher set you up to call me? Did she tell you to call me? You're not supposed to be calling me. And the kid says, excuse me, sir. She doesn't even know I'm calling you. I'm a citizen of this community, and I want to know what you're doing. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself when I hear this story, wow, what a great job the teacher did. What a great job the kid did. And can you imagine? It's come full circle. We have taught these students not only how to change a public policy, and they went through the steps, but we have taught them how to hold their elected officials accountable. Wow. Now, in today's market, I use a football player by the name of Kaepernick, and I say, you know, he took a knee, and he took a knee, and he got everybody else to take a knee. But if you asked them what their problem was, they could not articulate what their problem was. Lots of people know that you just don't take a knee. It's our right to demonstrate. It's our right to set up parades and say we want to change things. But that gets people's attention. What we need to do that's more important than that are the steps that come after that. Pick a problem, you look at alternatives, you write your solution to the problem, and then you write out an action plan. Things I want to tell you about. National trainings. We have a Project Citizen training going on. It's for a teacher. It'll be sometime in July. It'll be in Arizona, all expenses paid, and it will teach you how to do this. It's a research project, so please don't ask to do this if you're not intent on doing it, because you have to follow through, you have to do a portfolio, and we're going to go into that at another time, and so don't miss that. But there's a training for them. This is a marvelous program. It also has a high school equivalent. And if you're a high school teacher and you've done AP and your kids check out after the AP class, oh no, nobody's kids check out, right? Teachers are using Project Citizen to keep the kids engaged in something they want to do, so they actually work that last portion of school after the AP class. Textbooks for high school, textbooks for middle school, same process, just written a little bit more advanced at the high school. Call me if you'd like to do this. It's really fun.